Just pleased as punch to be here with everybody on this, what is it, Thursday night. Hey-oh, nice. Your boy is mobile again. Your boy got his car back today. Let's go. And yeah, we got a lot of stuff to get into tonight, so let's have some fun. Hit the like button. Make sure you're following the channel. Share a link out on your social media. That helps me out. Mucho helpo auto. RevengeOfTheSys.com/Nightwave. Having a rough week a little bit. You know, donos aren't quite where we need them to be this week, but that's all right. RevengeOfTheSys.com/Nightwave. Check the pinned comment right there in the Rumble chat if you want to contribute to this fine program. You're more than welcome. I love you guys. If you want to donate on Rumble, that helps too. But it helps just a little bit more when you use RevengeOfTheSys.com/Nightwave. Hi, everybody. I'm not going to lie. You should have seen the smile on my face today. You should have seen the smile on my face today when they brought my car out. Oh my God. Let's get after it. We have a bunch of fun stuff tonight. A lot of body cam. A lot of evening. Yeah, you should have seen the smile on my face. Knobs Dog said, did you fix the auto pay going forward? Well, I mean, I will. I haven't done that yet. No, you're right. But I was very concerned with getting the car back. But the reason the auto pay wasn't happening is because it was fucked up in the first place. Now I know it's fucked. I didn't know it was fucked up. So yeah, I'm going to fix that probably this weekend and we'll get that sorted out. But yeah, so I went to I had to go first to the recovery place, right? Which, by the way, they are there all day. They lie. But even though they're there all day, I came by and I'm like, hey, can I get my plate? And the guy's like, do you have an appointment? And I'm thinking like, why do I need an appointment to get my property back? So they came out with, that's what they do when they repo your car. They take all your personal belongings out of the car and just throw them all in a fucking black trash bag. So, of course, you guys know me. I don't have the best luck always. So I was starting to panic. And I'm like, are they going to have my plate? Are they going to fuck this up now? Are they going to not have my plate? You know what I mean? So I get to the place and I'm talking to the guy. I'm like, yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, we got your property. I'll go get it. I'm like, cool. I just care about the plate. I don't give a shit about anything that was in that car. I just want the plate. To the guy's credit, he came out with this garbage bag full of my shit and he literally like goes, feel this. Like it was in the, like sticky, like something jutting in the edge of the bag. He goes, I double checked. That's your plate. You're good to go. I'm like, fuck yes. So then I had to go to the auction place to get my car, which is this massive car auction place. I mean, it is huge, humongous. I mean, there was probably like, there had to be at least 150 employees working there. I mean, this place is ginormous. It looks like a junkyard, basically. Like, they got all these repos, all these auction cars. Like, it's just miles of cars. And it took them like 15 minutes to go get my car. And I was like, this is getting kind of annoying. And I'm like, every step of the way, I'm like, something's going to get fucked up. Somebody's going to come and tell me I can't have my car. Something bad's going to happen. But you know, sure enough, like about 10, 15 minutes later, my caddy starts rolling out of the place. And I'm like, and then the guy gets out, you know, and he's like, here you go, man, blah, blah, blah. I'll pop the plate on for you and you can be on your way. And had to do a bunch of paperwork stuff. So I'm back, baby. Back on the road. So starting Monday, I can actually go into the studio again for ROTC. So that'll be good. Because we're going to have Blind Mike on Tuesday. And I know for a fact Royce hates having guests on when I'm not in the studio. You know what I mean? It just creates too many headaches, latency issues, all that kind of shit. So I will be in studio for the great Blind Mike this Tuesday. But I'm pretty excited. Yeah, It was just nice to get in my car and drive it. It was nice tonight before a Nightwave to not have to just walk to the store before the show. You know what I mean? So Yeah, I was just fucking thrilled. JJ says, not gonna lie, repo was kind of fun. Lots of stories of yanking a car and people running out of the house. Oh, you mean like me? You mean like I did? I mean, I at least was fucking reasonable about it. Like, you know what I mean? But I've seen some of the horror stories of like repo guys, people running out with guns and shit. Like, I kind of knew when I heard the alarm go off, I'm like, they're repoing my car right now. And I was like, this fucking sucks. And I ran outside and I was like, yeah. And they're like showing me the paperwork. I even begged them when they were taking, I knew it was falling on deaf ears, right? But I was like, I'm literally about to go pay this bill. Like, I just found out about this overdraft shit like yesterday. I'm about to go pay it. And you know how repos go. The guy's like, sorry, man, there's nothing I can do. It's Mark Repo says. So, I don't know. I'm just glad that fucking bullshit's behind me because holy shit was that fucking stressful. And honestly, getting your car back, like you'd think when you have the money and you're like, here's your money, can I have my car? You'd think that would be easy, but it was not an easy process at all. It was brutal. Keep in mind, these motherfuckers, literally, I almost gave like $2,600, like $2,600. I almost gave it to the goddamn city of Pasco Water Authority because my fucking finance company doesn't even know the proper biller code in the Walmart system. Like, it was a mess. They fucked me, but I got it. Social Observer said, what the fuck did you intentionally turn off auto pay? No, remember when I had my debit card get all fucked up? Well, that's what happens. You may have heard recently that I lost my fucking wallet in November. Are you doing the math timeline wise? When did I lose my debit card? Remember when I lost my wallet? When was that? November, right? It's now February. It's the perfect time to get your car repoed. It's not that I canceled my auto pay. It's I never reset it back up when I changed my debit card number. Let me see. Do we have the widget thing open? I do not. I need to have that open. But thank you, Social Observer. So let's get into it. All right. I have 1, 2, 3 body cameras. And you know what? I'm gonna open up with the one I'm the least confident about. Because this one's just your standard drunk idiot. So we're gonna play a little segment on Nightwave that we like to call "What Did You Learn?" Thank you, Crispy Biscuit. Just bought 2 coffees. Thank you, man. He said, congrats on getting your car back. I know that feel. My shit got repoed last year as well, but I got it back too. When I got mine back, it was completely stripped of everything that was inside. They didn't have the stuff at the place. They had the car. So I had to track my shit down, pick it up by appointment from some warehouse area in downtown LA. That sounds like hell. I was surprised that everything was accounted for. Here's to that shitty experience never happening to either of us again. Amen to that, brother. Honestly, though, I got my car back completely fine. The only thing I took exception with was they ripped off the fucking, the mount that I bought for my phone. It's in my stuff. They gave it back to me, but they ripped it off the dash because I guess they don't want to get accused of stealing your shit. And like, it's not officially part of the car. So they took it off. And I'm like, I wish they hadn't taken that off. I would have rather them have stolen it than taking it off. You know what I mean? Well, not stole it, but leave it in the car and auction it off with the fucking thing in it, then rip it off because now I got to put another sticky layer on and it's a mess. But yeah, I remember when, honestly, the least professional treatment my car ever got was when I got it impounded. When I got my DUI, that was the most unprofessional. That place, they definitely took my car for a joyride. They definitely took my car for a fucking joyride. And for those of you that don't know, I used to have a really sick fucking Infiniti. My Infiniti was, oh my God, I loved that car. It was so gorgeous. That car glammed everybody. But yeah, I had my car. Obviously, it got impounded when I got my DUI, and I know for a fact, like, I knew the mileage on my car. Yeah, G35. I knew the mileage on that car. And I knew everything about that car. I just had that car for like maybe less than a year. When I got my car back, the first indication that something was wrong. So I had the G35 that was like fully loaded, had the you know, the setup where it was really nice too, because it was cream, it was silver with black low profile rims. The inside was cream colored fucking leather with the wood grain. Oh, it was really nice. But so I had the auto mirrors and the auto seat in it. So when I would, you know, when I'd get in my car, I would just, you know what I mean? I would pop the key in, because this was before completely remote. Like, this was one of those ones where you had to stick the fob in the side for it to start. So I put the fob in, and when you put the fob in the old Infinities, right, everything just, like your mirrors and your seat and everything goes back into the way you like it. And I knew something was up, because at first I got in my car and the seat was up way too much. And I'm like, that's weird. And then when I put the seat back to where I like it, then I put the key fob in, and then it started adjusting everything in the mirrors. And I'm like, these motherfuckers, like, I couldn't see out the mirrors. I'm like, somebody fucked with. They took it away on a flatbed. So there was zero reason for any of my stuff to be moved. You know what I mean? Like, they should have dropped it off the flatbed, and then they could have just literally pushed it into a fucking spot. They could have literally dropped it off the flatbed into a spot. Now, somebody could say, well, they might have moved to the car. And no, but there was like, I want to say like 40 miles more on my car when I got it back. And I was like, these cocksuckers. And they didn't even put gas in it. So it was like, I knew it was like, you also took my shit for a ride. Because keep in mind, I've told the story before. When I got my DUI, the last place I was at before I got my DUI was putting gas in my car. Fucking assholes. Day one, Salt said, dead battery, lost memory possible. I don't know what that means. This had nothing to do with my battery. My shit got fucking... Oh, you're talking about the Infinity when that happened. No, it wasn't a dead battery, bro. It was an impound. They impounded my car. I got out of jail. I got my car out of impound like the fucking next day, bro. So there's no way the battery was not dead. The battery didn't die again after that. You know what I mean? DUI while pumping gas. The lady at Love's called the police when I went to get gas because I was fucking hammered. And at the time when I was immature and I was going through it and the wounds were fresh, I was pissed and I was like, fuck that fucking snitch cunt, you know, all that kind of shit. But looking back with a little bit more maturity, I can forgive that lady. You know what I mean? Like, I understand, like, if stuff's not my business, generally, I don't call the police. I don't get involved. You know what I mean? But looking back on it with a little bit of maturity and hindsight, I was fucking hammered. So, like, I'm not angry at that lady to this day for calling the cops on me. An older version of me might have done the same thing. I might call the cops. Like, I would call the cops nowadays if I thought somebody was really fucked up and operating a vehicle. If I thought somebody had some drinks. The fuck's going on here? Sorry, internet fart, red fresh. Red fresh. But no, like I was saying, so, you know, she had every reason to call the police on me looking back on it. Like, I was fucking hammered. I was talking too much. I was too much of a chatterbox and I was slurring. And I had just been in a fight in Madeira Beach or Indian Rocks Beach. Like, I remember I got in a fist fight with the owner of Baby Dolls. So I also had, like, you know, I looked like a drunk man in a suit who'd been in a fight. You know what I mean? And this lady was like, all right, this guy is fucked up, dude. So like I kind of in my old age now, I tend to forgive her, and I would do the same thing probably. If somebody had some drinks and they're gonna go drive, that's none of my business. But when you're fucking sweating out Jameson and you just stink and you're slurring, I might end up calling the cops and being like, yo, this guy shouldn't drive. Although I don't know if I would just straight snitch on him. That's the one thing I would say is kind of dumb that this bitch did. She should have straight up just said to me, if you get in that car and drive it, I'm calling the police. You know what I mean? That would have been better for me and for everybody involved. But probably not. I probably wouldn't have learned my lesson. But yeah, that's one of those scenarios where it probably could have been handled better by just saying that. Like I would probably handle it that way. If I saw somebody like and they're getting in their car, I might go straight up tell them, yo, if you're getting in that car and driving it, I'm calling the police. So how about you just get somebody to come get you? You know what I mean? It's like, I would at least warn them, like, dude, you're fucked up. You might kill somebody. I'm telling you, if you take off in that car, I'm calling the police. And you'd be surprised. Like, I would have probably, because even back then, I was out of my mind drunk, but I've always been a pretty good drunk. Like, as a drunk, usually you can kind of explain something to me logically, and I'll be like, oh, okay. And I could have just called for a fucking ride or something. But she just literally like waited till I left the store and called the cops. And they had me like 5 mile markers later. They were ready for me. Them niggas were ready for me. Oh, for the record, no, it's not Rumble fucking up. At least I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that was my internet.
Old Mersh is on the night waves, lost 3 months to the cars. The lady luck left him hanging, now he's watching from the yard. Cadillac blues got him down, repo man came to town. Lost that ride to the gambler's frown, now he's Walmart bound. Wallet light bank balance sinking, dice kept rolling like stone. Too late now for thinking, gotta reinstate that loan. Cadillac blues got him down, repo man came to town. Lost that ride to the gambler's frown, now he's Walmart bound. Bush and clock streaming crow, heartbeat echoes and neon glow. Wishing he was back at home, behind the wheel, not in the show. Mersh walks the aisles of fate, loan papers in his hand. Can't escape this foolish date, once king, now just a man.